Ladies and gentlemen, for his first appearance ever on the Morning Eggs, please welcome Carl Reiner.
Hello.
Morning, Carl.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm alert.
You know, Carl's one of those few guests that you got to put the capital L word attached to his name.
I believe that.
What is the capital L?
Lover boy.
Oh,
No, it's,
thank you.
Legend, of course.
Legend.
Oh, well. Yes, you know, that's a word that was invented for other people, I think. The word legend is so silly.
You've done it all, my friend.
No, I haven't. I haven't sung in the opera, which I really wanted to do more than anything.
Was there one thing you enjoyed more between acting, directing, writing novels?
No, I think the thing I really appreciate doing more than anything is writing. If I can write something that people either want to read or hear, or that's the thrill, because that comes from your head.
Now, you know, like comedy changes. I mean, certain things are going to always be funny, but a lot of things that maybe were funny back, 20, 30, 40 years ago just aren't as funny today. Do you think you could write good comedy for today? Can you find yourself fall into the comedic mindset of what people are into today?
Not probably well, I just wrote a book of short stories that has some things in it are funny, some that are, touching. But, yes, I think I can, but not to compete with the things that the kid... You can't write for kids. That's one of the things that's very difficult to do, is keep au courant with the new styles of the language of kids. By the way, the language of kids is music, and music is something that's very hard to assimilate when you get older. Everybody has their nostalgic music. Even the people today of over 30 do not react to the kids' music, the very young kids' music, the new rap and rock stuff.
When you say kids, I was wondering if you were saying 30, or do you mean 10?
No, by kids, I mean to me, kids have always been the same age,
right? But
from 12 on, from 12 to 20, they're kids. But the comedy is you can keep au courant in comedy by watching and continuing to appreciate the things that are happening that are new. I mean, if you look at Chris Rock and say, I don't get him, then you're not living in today. Chris Rock is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he's salacious. He talks a little... he talks language that we might not have used, that we would not have used years ago. But funny is still there. And you can keep au courant in comedy if you watch it and appreciate what's going on.
Yeah, I see Carl maybe guest hosting like Russell Simmons' Def Comedy Jam.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
Your son Rob did one of my favorite all-time movies, Spinal Tap. Did you think that was a funny movie?
I think it's one of the best comedies ever made. I mean, it was that's one of the few comedies that if you watch it today, I mean, if you've seen it, I've seen it many times, but every time I bring it up to somebody who hasn't seen it, I'll watch it with them and appreciate it just as much.
Do you have a favorite movie that you directed? Because you directed, some great early comedies, all the early Steve Martin movies like The Jerk.
Well, those are the ones I think very fondly of, because especially The Jerk, because that's one of the breakthrough movies that made a lot of money and entertain at the same time. But you always go with the movies that, not always, but I do, with first of all, the ones that started you, like Enter Laughing, which was a thinly veiled biography of my life, and it was the first. But the one that you like is the ones that didn't make money and you enjoyed making. There were things like Where's Papa and Oh God, they were wonderful, but there was a thing called The Man with Two Brains that Steve Martin and I did that didn't do at all well. I mean, it cost a lot of money and didn't make any money for the company, but both Steve and myself feel it was our favorite movie because it was the silliest movie, but it had such wonderful laughs in it. And to this day, every time we hear somebody calls and says, that's our favorite one of your movies, we say, there's a person with taste.
You ever watch any of the old Dick Van Dyke shows? I mean, they run seemingly 24 hours a day on either Nick at Night.
No, actually, they run in the middle of the night, and if I'm up sometime, and lately I've been up a lot reading at night in bed, and I find out it's on, I'll clip it on to see what episode they got, and I sit and I lie here. I lie here and sometimes giggle and sometimes reminisce about how we got to do that particular show and the problems during the day. It comes back to me in droves, the memories when I do watch it.
Was there one actor that you worked with, actor, actress, you worked with early on that you thought they have a lot of potential, they're going to be a big star, and they ended up being just huge?
Well, no, I haven't.
No,
I
they
probably
all have.
but I can't remember. You want to hear the one that I knew his talent, but I never thought he'd grow to the potential he did.
Who?
I mean, to the success he did. My own son, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
I knew he was talented, but I never knew he was that talented.
That talented,
well, especially
right.
as a director. I mean, I don't think any of us, watching All in the Family,
Right.
and certainly, he was great on that. But I mean, he's turned out to be one of the premier directors of the whole generation.
I know.
And I don't think that's understating it.
The marvelous thing about Rob is he does pictures I like. I mean, everything he does is got some reason for doing it, and either to make you laugh or to make you think.
More of this interview you don't want to miss is back in minutes on the best of the morning X 99X.
This isn't your average podcast.
Do you like party?
I do like a huge chug of tequila.
The Howlerhead whiskey bottle chug in front of Dana White. That was the first time we ever went to LA. We somehow got into a Diddy party. What's an Elon Musk house party look like?
My parties generally have very high production value.
This is Full Send.
I do want to do a lot more pranks. Bunch of different pranks.
Join the party.
Jack Doherty in the house.
Feeling good, man. What are we going to talk about with Will Smith?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Shout out to Theo Vaughn.
It's been entertaining, dude.
The Full Send podcast.
Grab the boys, grab the beers. Let's do it.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.